One of the benefits of structural adhesives is the ability to displace mechanical fasteners, displace welding, and there are a lot of benefits to that. One would be better durability, another one would be improved aesthetics. Another benefit of structural adhesives versus welding and fasteners would be saving money, improving throughput, improving the process in your manufacturing facility. When it comes to comparing welding versus structural adhesives, there's a lot of benefits of replacing your welded joints with structural adhesives. And in many cases, you have a stronger joint, longer life cycle, better fatigue performance, better long-term durability, and you're bonding and sealing in one step. Some of the disadvantages of welds would be corrosion, stress concentrations, cracking, distortion of the panel, but also removing galvanic coatings and paints and other things like that.
First, probably most importantly for the customer is that there's a lack of skilled labor anywhere. Welders especially, really hard to find. I've seen welders wanted signs in front of a lot of manufacturing facilities. It's a lower skilled job, somebody that can just apply adhesive and then clamp these together. You don't need to know how to weld. So it's beyond cost savings. It's cost savings during production because you're able to reduce the expense of that welder. His labor rate is a lot more than a person just applying the adhesive. Welding typically shrinks metal and it leaves either ripples or dimple, something that needs to be reworked. We call it rework after, where they need to go in and either grind it down and fill it or weld over it and end up having to repair things that they've already bonded together, where the adhesives don't leave that mark. And even on some of the thinner metals, we're able to use a different product. The 810, our LORD 810, will go through and it causes no read-through. We call it read-through when you can see the bond line through there. We have products specifically designed so it'll still grab, still makes great contact and a strong bond without leaving that ridge and that ripple and the read-through that some people don't want to see on a finished product. If you're bonding an entire piece of metal, rather than have to bond the entire thing with a weld, you can spot weld, one on each end. The strength of those connections, those bonds, those materials can be pulled apart, and some of them are at 3,000 pounds of lap shear strength. And a weld can do similar as well. A strong, steady weld, the entire length of the piece could be stronger than that, but then you have those deformations and things that need to be reworked, whereas a bond line of just adhesive creates none of that. From an environmental standpoint, the welding creates a lot of smoke, and I know several people who have gotten sick from, as full-time welders, lifelong welders. I think there's an inherent health concern with the smoke that welding gives off, so you can actually eliminate that by using adhesive as well. There's a little bit of a smell to it. The acrylic can smell. Our metal bonders they're an acrylic product, but the material has been proven to be safe through a lot of different testing we've done through the year. The length of time is more so in the rework. So the welding can be quick, where the adhesive may need some time to bond, and it could be hours and it could be heat cured, but there are times where it needs to be cured overnight. So it could actually be slower, but the overall product itself requires no rework. So after the welder's done, they end up needing to grind and refill and wait for that filler to cure and then paint over it, where with the adhesive you don't need to do that at all. You just bond it, clamp it, move on to the next piece.